Hello, in this video, I'm going to show you how I configure my LXQt environment starting from a clean installation of the Debian LXQt meta package. This is a sample configuration, but it may give you an idea of how you can configure LXQt. The first thing to know is that there are two main places you can go to configure the look and feel of an LXQt environment. The first one is the LXQt Configuration Center, where you can configure the general appearance, the desktop, the window manager that you installed. In this case, I have OpenBox here, the session settings, and the Windows effects. The second place where you can go is the panel, where you can configure the panel itself, the task manager, the menu, and the widgets that appear on the panel. To configure any of the components, just click on one of those components and open the corresponding configuration. Bear in mind that you can have more than one panel. In fact, for each of the edges, you can have one panel. I will now configure my environment and then show you how I did it. See you in 2 seconds. And here is the final version. What I did is I enabled Compton to get the transparency. I stopped some applications from auto-starting. I added Meteo to show me the local weather. And I added 2 extra environment variables, these two, to be able to get the dark themes. For the panel, moved it to the right. I changed the background color to be transparent, and I overrode the icon theme to be mint white dark. I removed the widgets that I didn't like. For example, the keyboard state indicator. I moved the show desktop down. I removed the quick launch because I moved it somewhere else. I removed the leave button that was there and the quick launch where it was. I configured the desktop switcher to have 2 rows so I could move horizontally my desktops. I lowered the opacity of the background, and on the menu, I changed the configuration to clear the search upon showing menu. So when I start typing something here, and the next time that I open the menu shows instead of showing me the search. I configured the task manager to show me only the icons and to use the icons by window class. I think that they look better. And I added a new panel at the bottom where I just increase the size of the icons, align it to the center, select it to auto hide, don't reserve space on the display, lower the opacity of the background. So here we can see the configuration. And I add a quick launcher with applications that I use the most. I set up the length here to be able to be just as wide as the applications that I have. On the desktop, I selected a slideshow for my own pictures, and I removed all the visible shortcuts. I don't like shortcuts on the desktop. On the LQ appearance configuration, I set up the Q style to GTK2 so I could use the mint white dark and the mint white dark for the GTK2 and GTK3 themes. For the icons, I selected the mint white dark. Yes, that was what I intended. For the LXQt theme, I selected ambience. I just like the orange there, and that's all I did there. For the Windows effects, I went to opacity. The only thing that I did is I changed the opacity for the inactive window. If you see here, this window, the one behind, has some opacity. If I click here, then the other window has the opacity. And finally, something that I think should be a default for OpenBox is I added some key bindings to be able to tile the windows to wherever I want. So if I want to maximize, move to the left, to the right, upper corner, up, all that with the bindings that I found on this page. It is just a matter of configuring it on the OpenBox configuration file, and that's it. And that's all I have to show you. I hope you like it and have fun configuring the desktop the way you want. Now, I think that this LXQt looks as nice as and professional as any other desktop that I ever had. If you enjoyed this video, click like. If you have questions or comments, add a comment and I will reply. Until next time, see you around.